portal
Cash
system on
Global
this planet.
TV
If they
subscribe.
don't do it by then, they're not going to have the opportunity to do it. So right now, between now and 2012, the intruders are trying to set up a couple of agendas here. Their first area of interest is in getting us under control on a mass level without us knowing it. Basically, they're setting up what's called a frequency fence. And they have studied for about, for maybe 30 years trying to figure out exactly what frequencies to use in order to harness our perceptions. Once we're under a frequency fence, they can project what's called a holographic insert. It's like a 5-sensory hologram. This could be a holographic insert, and we wouldn't know the difference if we were under a frequency fence. It makes a whole global population very easy to control. You can make them see, think, feel, or whatever, anything you want to. And that's one of the things the intruders are trying to do. So the Guardians have to get us out of this time continuum.
Doctors to kill its citizens. Kathy Hochul was pretty excited about it. Watch her announcement.
We are now going to be making medical aid in dying available to New Yorkers. I believe we've crafted an elegant solution to a problem that people have fought for. My last thoughts were sitting in a Catholic funeral, and I heard the priest talk about being called home. And I realized we're not talking about ending life, we're about dying early.
We've crafted an elegant solution to the problem. Hey, I've got an idea. We can kill you. This idea came to me in church. Such a great time here at the funeral. How can
keep following that for you? But Global Mafia, welcome to your home for non-mainstream news, the latest theories, and the hidden knowledge they don't want us to achieve. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we're going to figure it all out. Remember, this is entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research. I advise you to.
Cash Global TV subscribe.
You're guaranteed to be wrong about a whole bunch of stuff because it's not a possibility that any human knows everything. This topic, we know there are transmogrification spirits. I think we also know there are beings that are fallen. They're interdimensional entities. Yep. I think that the Bigfoot stuff is one of those. I have some unique friends, but one of them is a translator for the DOD, original language translator. And so he hobnobs with very interesting people around very interesting topics. He says that Dulce, New Mexico has a Bigfoot in captivity that they've been doing tests on. Again, that's what he says. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But, what I have learned is I have been surprised enough in my life and wrong enough in my life that I'm never again going to disbelieve somebody just for the heck of it.
Truthfully, that's how the masses need to be because facts are stranger than fiction. That's what I've learned on this journey. Am I right, Mafia?
Sony's new patent, a controller that physically traps your ass. Trap your finger when the character is grabbed in the game. Everybody, oh, I love that. I'm ready to play. Man, this shit straight off a Black Mirror episode. They're gonna be trapping y'all whole fucking bodies in these games soon. And then you're gonna be ready to go, ready to quit, ready to get out. And I'm like, nope, you got your ass now. You locked in the game forever. Can't even leave that motherfucker. But nah, that Ready Player One though, that movie up, that shit real life. Feel like that's what they were trying to do with the metaverse. But they was spending so much money on the metaverse, Zuckerberg was running through billions trying to get y'all trapped inside Facebook. But what happened was they ain't ready for it yet. The world, they discombobulated right now. You got to come back around probably like a year or two from now and try to catch them when they sleeping. But that's the next move though.
It wasn't that we weren't ready for it. I did a whole deep dive into the failure and the downfall of the metaverse. It was functionally terrible. The graphics and the interface was terrible. You cannot immerse yourself in it, feel natural, and nobody want to spend any time there. All that virtual real estate didn't come to fruition as he wished it did. On top of it being terribly put together, it was extremely expensive, and the everyday person could not indulge in it at all. The headsets were $250 and above, and then you had to have $200 to $400 membership to play. Nah, who's doing that?
These motherfuckers are putting on algorithms. I like when you say I'm sorry.
I know, I do like it.
They are instituting algorithms on social media sites, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or others, that we know for certain, because of congressional testimony, we're leading to among teenage girls at an exponential rate, and they refuse to take them down because it makes them.
Because our society.
But what he's saying is true.
Everything that pops in your life, social media, entertainment, it gives you sexuality, it gives you vanity, it infiltrates all the dark things it wants to seed in you. Who creates all that? Who creates programming? Who creates networks? Who creates the new fashion? Who creates everything? I can guarantee you it doesn't come from a safe, pure place. So we are born into a society that we only know, but the stronger-willed, deeper faith, deeper-hearted minds can see through it, even though they're infiltrated 24/7.
These Mandela effects are getting out of hand. I just discovered 2 new Mandela effects that twisted my childhood to a T. Now listen, I'm a Gen X. I lived through the greatest era, the greatest time period in history, and my memory, I don't forget anything. Emmanuel Lewis from that show Webster, you know, the show that tried to knock off different strokes. Emmanuel Lewis died years ago. But guess what? In this timeline jump, he's alive and well, and he's on TikTok. But this one, Michael Jackson's Thriller album, I know 200% very vividly. The cover has a tiger, a Bengal tiger on it with him.
Yeah.
But guess what? In this timeline,
White?
there's no tiger there. There is no tiger on the Thriller album. These Mandela effects are just getting out of hand and twisted.
Age by the months. What if I told you the months was off? What if I told you that the months have been changed? What if I told you that everybody living now is younger than they tell them? What if I tell you that? And what if I told you that the fact that you think you become older is the fact when your body become older? What if I told you that? What if I could show you different calendars that does different things? You had a turtle calendar before? It was 13 months. It was 13 months. So if it's 13 months, and we count 12 months in a year, how old am I?
Now, this is what I'm here for, y'all. Intellectual Street YouTuber. I don't know what a turtle calendar is, but the shell of every turtle has section 13 and 28. So 13 months and 8 days. That was the calendar that everybody used to abide by before the Gregorian calendar came into fruition. Ethiopia's in 2018, they did not partake in that. They still do 13 months, 28 days, and 1 day for rest. Turtle calendar, I don't know what that is. What do y'all feel it should be? Do y'all feel the new year should be in April, or keep it how it is?
The Antique Mall in Round Rock off I-35. We bought a beautiful antique armoire. I mean, this stuff was like early 19th century. It was beautiful, heavy wood, bevel mirrors. We moved the stuff into our home, our rental that we were renting. And so my wife and I, just after we did that, we said, man, something didn't feel right in that house. And so the master bedroom door, if it wasn't closed all the way, it wasn't shut, it would swing open by gravity.
Okay.
So I'm watching the news or something in the living room. My wife is getting fixed up in the bathroom. It was evening, and I hear her talking. This is before the use of cell phones.
So who's she talking to? Yeah.
I walk in the master bedroom and I'm looking, and now the door is starting to swing open, and she's not there. I'm like, so I said, hey, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, you had the door cracked open, and I thought it was you looking at me as I'm getting dressed.
But you stated that if it wasn't fully closed, gravity would move it open. So somebody was holding it. Okay.
And then enough to peek at her as she's dressing.
Like what they're doing to Jay-Z. Like what they did to Dre. Look, Michael Jackson just had the biggest biopic, right? The biggest biopic. $1 billion. What they do? They put a whole movie about him and the kids on Netflix.
Netflix not.
That dead man can't even get no peace. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody, bro. Everybody. Name one. Name one that's getting their flowers.
Hip hop. What?
And if you name one person getting their flowers, I name 1,000. That's not.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like nobody get their flowers.
Timelines again, y'all. Because when did Chick-fil-A going back to have a K instead of just a C? If you can remember, before CERN shut down, the word Chick-fil-A did not have a K in it. And I specifically remember it just having a C because everyone said we were crazy when we said the K was missing before, but now it's back. This, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the moon pie, have me 100% believing Mandela effects are real. And guess what? When they turn CERN back on, it's going to produce 20 times more collisions and 380 million Higgs bosons. So if you can, try to remember everything about this reality that
Write
you
it
can
down. Take
and document
pictures.
it. Because when CERN gets turned back on in 4 years, things are going to be a lot different. Nothing's going to be the same.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory threw me for a loop. That moon pie, I don't know where that came from. Didn't they even come out with the chocolate bars to mimic it? It had purple packages and everything. I don't know what's going on. It's hard to conceptualize. Members only, y'all know we did a deep dive on the Mandela effect. Let me know if you want a part 2.
Going into Dad's room. This was in the 90s.
Okay.
I went into Mom and Dad's room. I was like, Dad, I got to talk to you about something. And he's like, what? I'm like,
Loch Ness.
No, learned about the moon landing today. And the flag didn't move. And so I, for sure, in grade school, I leaned conspiracy theorist. I thought the moon landing was a hoax.
You were a flat earther?
I was a flat earther.
No, I'm just kidding.
I recovered. But that was a great hoax back in the day. Like, why did that come out? Who decided to say, okay, you guys, but this moon landing didn't happen, and then it spirals?
The moon, it's still
a current day.
The moon landing being fake is still very much a thing. Doesn't necessarily mean you're a flat earther.
No, it just means you don't know if did we really make it to the space race?
Well, dude, someone just fucking got into a argument was challenging the Challenger, the Artemis crew.
The Artemis crew, yes, they were being challenged by
Calling them
someone
liars.
saying that put your hand to the Bible and say that you didn't really go around the moon. So conspiracy theories are still alive and well. Again, back in the 90s, they were more cozy. Yep, more cozy.
Loch Ness,
less
he's just
scary.
swimming around.
Loch Ness.
I think we are up to our waist right now in it.
In what?
In the suction of the devil.
Oh, right.
In the suction of something deviant, in the suction of the dark arts, man. I believe that it is. We think we just have nice pants on, but we don't realize that we've invited these skins of we've invited something. There's something very demonic going on. Do you think technology is inherently demonic?
Oh my God. I mean, okay. So first, let's define demonic.
Okay.
So what is your definition of demonic?
With intent to harm, demonic. I would say of Satan's will.
Yeah.
With intent to be a succubus to the godliness to the nature and morality and godliness that that exists inside of us as a group and as individuals.
Okay, so
does that make sense or not?
Did you have Bishop Robert Barron on your show?
No, cool guy.
You gotta have him on.
BRB.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
You guys will hit it up.
Crazy though.
You guys
crazy initials to have.
Yeah, he's really cool. He was
sign him up. All right, Zach.
I had him on my podcast, and what's really interesting is actually having on my podcast got me more interested in Christianity than any other time in my life. And the reason was not necessarily what he told me, though. He's a really cool guy, and obviously he's brilliant. He's a bishop, and he's obviously a theologian, and
he's orthodox.
I'm telling you, man, we jumped timeline. It's been so many crazy things happening within the last couple days. This was album covers has been changed. That albums that's been made years ago. So I don't know if y'all seen it yet, but on 65 North in Alabama, a lot of people taking pictures of this portal, look black smoke, looks like it came out of a portal, looked like demonic or something. I don't know if that's some type of firework they made or what, but that junk looked crazy and it looked like it's coming out of a portal. It's on TikTok, you can probably look it up too. The next thing is Venezuela having a pure red sky. Sky was pink in Alabama and also in the United Kingdom. But the next thing I also just found out is that the singer D'Angelo, I remember him passing away 2 months ago. And now it's saying that he passed away last year. And yes, it feels like time is going slower now. And we all pretty much found out that they're turning off CERN, for the next 4 years. And the next time it'll be in 2030. And that is a wild year that we're expecting. Bro, it's too much going on right now.
GTA 6 is going to come out, right? People are going to be living in that game. We're not in some type of video game right now. We are in a very hyper intelligent computer only because of things like coincidences, of things like when we're seeing the emergence of quantum mechanics, quantum physics. How do we know that we're not in some type of video game right now? Because think about this. 6 is going to come out, right? It's supposed to be the most intelligent, most efficient game ever. People are going to be living in that game.
There's going to be people making a living. Yeah.
Correct. Now, going back to the gateway process to what they said, our reality is nothing but a hologram projection. That sounds like a video game to me. That sounds like a simulation. So when I say simulation, I don't think in terms of a traditional computer per se. I think this is more of a realm that was created by an entity that is a project. Now, if you want to go way down that rabbit hole, I can take you.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So this is a prison planet to where we are genetically engineered beings because 90% of our DNA is junk DNA. Now with this disclosure, I think that they know that there's other entities that we've been spliced with that's most of our DNA.
We all thought that, you know, all that stuff was going to be released right after the election. We're going to drain the swamp and find all the pedophiles. And
I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what it is.
Well, it would have been a whole lot different. First of all, if we didn't bomb Iran, I feel like we bombed them the first time, we were good. The second time was like, even the first time I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
And then when they were saying like, this is it, the escalation's over, we're going to work this out, like, oh, phew.
Yeah.
And the second time when we bombed them, I was like, oh, fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and most people don't want it. That's the real problem. Most people in the country don't want it. Now, look, I'm no fucking foreign policy expert. I don't know what's going on over there, but I do know that all the people I know that really support Israel above everything else, they're fucking super happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but all the people I know that are like America first, or people that are like no new wars, that really thought that we're going to change things, and this is all just for money. We're not going to sacrifice soldiers for fucking money. Those people are all upset.
See, this is the thing. Anybody who doesn't agree with people getting unalived and being sent to unalive individuals that they don't know for people that they've never met before and just being told to for whatever agenda, left wing, right wing, same bird, does not matter if you're a human being.
Bragging about taxpayers paying for luxuries. It's not the flex he thinks it is. This is going viral right now on Mike Rowe, the Way I Heard It podcast.
Like, my life is, dude, totally transformed. I don't go to the grocery store anymore. People go to the grocery store for me. Most of my meals, like when I cook a meal, it's like, I love to cook, actually. I'm a big baker. I like to cook for my kids as a special occasion, but I don't have to cook anymore because I've got an army of people who are willing to like cook me my food. My life is...
They're willing to cook you your food, or it's taxpayer funded? You know what I mean?
So weird. I fly around on a 757, no more TSA lines for me and the kids. It's so weird, but it can become the sort of thing that if you internalize it, you start to be an entitled asshole.
You start to be an entitled asshole. This guy had Disney World shut down. What is he talking about? Just remember, he's got health care paid for by us. We don't have health care. We pay for him to be able to cook muffins and bake goods with his family, right? We pay for that. This super trashy way that they're running office with Donald Trump robbing from the National Park Services in order to paint new columns on the White House and build his ballroom and reflecting pool algae nonsense. Just remember, they're not treating it as if we pay for it. That's the people's house. He works for us. What did Obama always say? Don't boo, vote, right? You can boo these guys all you want, but in the end, we just got to vote. We got to show up in numbers to kick them the fuck out of office.
You know that rap fell off the top 40? 8 months ago, there was a big story. Rap music was not on the Billboard top 40 for the first time since the 1990s. How strange. And then we talked about this the other day. Lizzo launched an album and only sold 2,650 albums. Whew, mio mayo. Could it be that all of it was fake? I think so.
That's a little bit of an extreme position. All of it was fake. I don't believe that. Did the three-letter agencies give some push to some individuals that they planted? Of course, but that's probably a deep dive that y'all want me to get into. That's the end of our compilation of the day. It's pretty fire. Keep adding me on IG and TikTok and reactions and videos y'all want me to divulge into. Let me know how y'all felt about everything in the current climate in America. You know, we're going to keep dropping these videos one, maybe two a day. If you made it this far, spam up soldier in the comments, type soldier, let me know you rocking with me and you here. Stay down till we come up. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we gonna figure it all out. Make sure you put a capital K and a $sign for that.